Anyway, I'm sort of on a run here. Like I say, I mean, all this YouTube stuff is so addictive. And the most amazing thing is no one looks at my videos ever, but I've been looking at someone's videos and like he's got 126 videos, and I was going through them, and some of them like have been viewed 6 times. Well, guarantee he's viewed one of his videos once, and then at 6 times, it's sort of like you realise that this guy's on the same wavelength as me, and his videos are pretty good. Primarily because he was as awesome as I was, or am. So, thing is, looking for entertaining videos, you're in the wrong place. But if you're looking to marry me, you're in the right place. I do think I'm awesome, so I don't understand why more girls don't try to marry me, or any girls at all. Like in 20 years, try to marry me. What I tried to do, I sort of doing this to me and this other guy who didn't seem to smile, but he sitting there had this really, really dry sense of humour, which I think I've sort of got a little bit of. And but anyway, so I'm just getting to this is my third video of the evening, and you just end up with this huge stream of videos that sort of like have absolutely no direction whatsoever. But I wanted to just go into and do some Dutch because I've been learning Dutch now for absolutely ages. I actually was looking at. I'm really tired as well. It's like 3 in the morning. Just, I'm always up at 3 in the morning, but I just never usually videoing myself. And I was looking at my Amazon, things. I was doing my tax. Man. Tax is like in England you have to pay taxes. It's just like you pay so much money to the government and they do absolutely bugger all. But anyway, I was looking through tax. I mean, I was pausing on that because that whole thing about tax is a video in its own right. I won't go down that road at the moment. And I was looking at Amazon to look at things that I bought, and I realised that I bought my first Dutch learning thing in May. It's May, June, July, August. So I've been learning Dutch for 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 maanden. En ik wil in Nederland spreken. Nee. Nu, ik wil nu in Nederland spreken. Dank. Ik weet niet. Word. Veel word. I'm going to try and break this up into English. I don't know many words, but I know some of the. I've been really getting onto some of the primary grammatical aspects. I'll go through it because I'm getting there, but I just can't do it fluently. Basically, if you say something like I am or I want to speak, you've got 2 verbs. So ik wil spreken, and the second verb is always in the full length, the full verb. So you could say ik wil spreken, or ik wil wandelen, ik wil kopen, ik wil lopen, I want to, ik wil drinken, ik wil eten. See, I know the word, it's just putting, you think of something and you can't say it, not because you don't know the structure, you just can't say it because you don't know the full, you just don't have all of the vocabulary. There's something like, I want to be saying this. Sort of thing. Ik wil this spreken. Ik wil, I want to this say. Yeah, so that would be about right. So, but basically, once you've got that little simple bit of grammar, there are certain things that you've got to sort of put together, but you can actually say quite a lot. So, ik, ik kan dit spreken. Ik kan iets spreken. I can say something. Ik kan iets in Nederlands spreken. So I'm about to get onto the next bit, which is a little more complicated, but I can't. I just don't get there. I listen to this tape all the time, and most of the time it just goes straight through. Because what I don't have time to do is to actually sit down and actually do the work. But it's not that I haven't. I've got a little book. I was so happy to get this because what you can. I remember I used to love going to college and stuff, but as you can see, this is a book, so it's that thick and it's that full. So this stuff is all notes. It's all, and it's a bit small, but it's upside down. But I like to sort of, do work, and I've been doing it a lot. So how do you say I've been doing it a lot? Ik heb iets doen. Ik heb iets. It's a word for a lot. So you get stuck on a word for a lot. It's like heal. Heal. That's sort of very. I've been doing it very, doing, a lot. I'd have to look that word up. So you get stuck on a little word, but putting these things together, I just don't have the time to actually even sit down and sort of try and figure it out. Even when I go out running, I try to think, ook, nu ik wil in Nederland, and then think. How do you say think? And I can't remember how to say the word think, so I can't say what I wanted to say. But I want to say now I'm going to, now I'm going to go driving. Ik ga nu, and then driven. What's the word for drive? But I'm getting there, so I'm quite excited because I realise that I've started to actually pick up a bit more than the very, very basics. I've got I've got a far greater vocabulary, but it's not big enough yet, but it's certainly, I'm not sitting there, for example, ik, I, yeah, ook, u. So in Netherlands, it's, I was just looking at the time there, it just goes so quickly. It's just, I like talking to myself. In Netherlands, you talk formally or informally. So if you're talking informally, which you shouldn't really do, but it doesn't really matter to some extent. It's not like in France. Apparently, that's what I've been told. But generally speaking, you use yay, kanya, kanye. Or if you were talking informally, like I was talking to my pretend friend over there, I would say kanya, can you, kanu, or something like that. Can you? And if I didn't know that person, I would say dag, well, mevrouw. Can you me tellen? Can you me iets tellen? Can you tell me something? But if I knew her, because she was my pretend friend, and we were on talking terms, I'd say, dag mevrouw, can you me iets tellen? Hoe laat is it? That's, what time is it? It's actually hoe, how, laat, as in later. Ik wil later spreken. Ik wil later weten. Ik wil later komen. Ik wil later drinken. Ik wil later eten. So you end up with sort of, you can say certain, I'm getting there, but it's certainly not enough to converse. But the thing is, I spent years, I spent a lot of time speaking French, and je peux faire français un peu. Je peux faire conversation si tu veux. Mais j'ai oublié beaucoup. But I could speak French pretty well, and but even then, I was still, it's still stupid French. People would say, "Ah, English, Anglais. I speak English." And then, because of course I learned Norwegian. Really, really, I didn't all talk. Are you English? English. I speak English. I was Starsky and Hutch. They all watch American TV shows to learn English. It's like one of the things you get overseas. But I'm getting quite excited about Dutch. So I'm starting to maybe touch base with that. I mean, generally speaking, I think it's quite exciting because to start off with, you can actually explore other worlds. And to be quite honest, I had the opportunity to learn Spanish, and if I do anything, I will learn Spanish next because you can actually go a lot further in the world with Spanish. I actually quite fancy picking up lots of languages, but I've learned Swedish, Norwegian, Mongolian, Russian, French, Dutch, and I can't speak all of them. Ogui, that's in Mongolian. I lived in Mongolia. I went to Mongolia for a bit. Well, my ticket wasn't coming back, but I did. It's bloody, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have stayed out there. I had lots of opportunities. I could have bought a motorbike and cycled back. Latvia. I learned Latvian. I spent a few weeks learning Latvian. I like wolves. That was good. But the thing is, learning languages is actually pretty interesting. I mean, it's satisfying. And departing from the English language is actually sort of satisfying. You know, I hate the English language. To be quite honest with you, it's so greedy. It's like anyone that speaks English is probably, I don't know. They don't bother really. You get most other people. They Germany. They speak German. They speak English. They speak French. Poles speak English and Polish, and even Indians speak Indian and Polish, and Hindu for a bit. Sasuke. So, but you can. I don't think people really respect the fact that you can speak other languages, but you can get a completely different perspective from knowing other languages. I've been sort of contemplating, maybe going to other places. And there aren't like Suriname, South Africa, and Bongo land. There's not really too many places that they want to speak Dutch. But Spanish, I didn't want to speak Spanish because I don't like Spain. Although I'm thinking about going to Spain. I never really liked Spain because I just don't like English people. Spain's full of English people. It's being twats. I'd rather go somewhere where there are no English people being twats. And so Netherlands is actually, I like Netherlands. I like Netherlands because of all the fact that you can pay prostitutes to have sex. It's like it's legal. That's the main thing about the Netherlands for me. But that's not really what I'm learning. It's sort of symbolic, you see. But I quite fancy picking up Spanish, and then I don't know, just sort of actually trying to escape this country. Not so much escape it, but just boycott it in its own language. I mean, we've got so many foreigners here not speaking English anyway. I suppose don't speak an English person not speaking English. But I don't think I'll ever become that fluent. But the whole symbolism of it all is actually, it intrigues me. I don't have any sort of any direct objectives, but it intrigues me. But anyway, that's it. I've got to stop recording.